The movie opens with a man named Thomas standing under a running shower, visibly shaken. Water pours over his face as he tries to wash away a heavy weight pressing down on him. In fragmented flashbacks, scenes of joy and intimacy unfold. Thomas and a young woman laughing and playing in a swimming pool, but the brightness of these memories quickly fades. The next moment, the same young woman lies motionless. Thomas lifts her lifeless body and dumps it into a large waste bin, his face numb with shock. In the present, Thomas appears calm as he chats with a friend on a video call. His friend speaks highly of Thomas's seemingly perfect life, wife, children, a beautiful home. But something in Thomas's eyes says otherwise. His calm is interrupted when a drone appears outside his window. He watches it with unease, clearly recognizing it. There's tension in his shoulders, frustration building. Then the doorbell rings. Thomas ends the call and opens the door to find the same woman, alive, smiling, and holding a birthday surprise. She leads him outside into the courtyard, where decorations hint at a small celebration, but Thomas's mind remains clouded. In the bathroom mirror, he stares at his reflection, whispering reassurances to himself. He tells himself he did nothing wrong. He gets dressed carefully, forcing composure. As he heads downstairs, more fragmented memories surface. He remembers pushing the young woman into the pool, her face filled with shock and hurt. He sits beside her, trying to calm the situation, pretending everything is fine. For a few moments, it seems like the tension fades, but paranoia creeps back in. Later that evening, Thomas senses something outside. He walks cautiously toward the window. No one is visible, but the unease continues. A loud scream echoes from outside. Thomas reacts instantly, his instincts on edge, but his wife intervenes, stopping him before he acts out. She tries to reassure him, but Thomas's mind stays restless. He grows suspicious of his wife. He asks her who she had been speaking to earlier on the phone. She brushes him off, explaining it's work-related and not important, but her avoidance only feeds his growing anxiety. Suddenly, a loud crashing noise startles everyone. Thomas rushes to the door, flings it open, and steps outside. But instead of danger, he's met with a birthday surprise. Lights, music, and guests fill the yard. His wife and daughter are there, smiling. She wishes him, and for a moment, Thomas feels relief. His mood lifts slightly, though a lingering shadow stays in his eyes. As the night continues, Thomas struggles to stay present. The image of the woman, the one who was supposed to be dead, still lingers in his mind. He sees her in his memories, at the pool, and in his house, smiling in ways that no longer make sense. Then, a friend named Mike approaches him. Thomas's body stiffens. Mike's demeanor is serious, and Thomas immediately senses something is wrong. Though no words are exchanged, the implication is clear. Mike knows something, perhaps everything. Thomas's throat tightens and panic returns. The camera lingers on Thomas's face as he stares into the distance, guilt rising again like a wave. He is a man who seems to have it all, but beneath the surface, he is unraveling, and the truth, no matter how deeply buried, is slowly clawing its way out. After a tense moment with his friend Mike, who suddenly laughs and claims he was only joking, Thomas forces a smile, though his heart races. The tension doesn't leave him. He walks back into the house, his thoughts in chaos. Turning to his wife, he quietly says he doesn't feel well and wants to skip the party. His wife, who spent weeks planning the celebration, grows furious. Her expression hardens as she reminds him how much effort she put into making this evening perfect. The argument leaves both of them frustrated and emotionally drained. Later, Thomas sneaks away from the house. He walks across the lawn to a hidden corner where he had once buried the girl's body, beneath an old bench with a storage compartment. But when he reaches the spot, he's shocked to find his daughter sitting there with her boyfriend. She's laughing, reaching toward the bench. Panic surges through Thomas as she begins to open it. Thinking fast, he urges her to return to the party. Just as she hesitates, a phone rings from inside the bench. Her attention snaps back to Thomas. Without breaking his composure, he tells her he had lost his phone and is relieved to have finally found it. He manages to deflect her suspicion and sends her and her boyfriend back inside. Once alone, Thomas opens the compartment and retrieves the phone, which had been ringing. The screen shows an incoming call from someone named Kevin. Thomas silences it and tucks the phone away. He returns to the party, but his nerves are shot. He drinks heavily, his mind spiraling back to the memories he tries to bury. Thomas imagines her as clearly as if she were real. The pressure inside him builds. When he finally leaves the bathroom, he's startled to find his wife's father waiting outside. The older man's stern face deepens Thomas's unease. Another argument follows, and Thomas pleads with his wife to end the party. He's overwhelmed and emotionally exhausted. His wife's father overhears and starts arguing with Thomas, accusing him of ruining the celebration. After some back and forth, Thomas's wife apologizes and sends her father out, trying to calm the situation. Later that night, Thomas sits alone, and again the girl from the pool appears in his imagination. She sits beside him, a soft presence, and asks a question he has long tried to avoid. Does he love her? Thomas nods, emotionally torn. He confesses his love, but also admits his loyalty to his family. The girl tells him she felt safe with him, unlike with Kevin, whose behavior frightened her. Suddenly, Thomas's wife and daughter enter the room mid-conversation. His daughter becomes upset, thinking her mother was having a serious conversation with the mysterious girl. Tensions flare. The daughter starts arguing, and in the heat of the moment, Thomas's wife tells him to leave the room. After Thomas leaves his daughter near the lawn bench, he goes inside and asks his wife what she is hiding from him. She doesn't give a clear answer. Instead, she just says that he needs her more than he thinks, and then she begins to cry. Thomas is confused but doesn't press her any further. Meanwhile, the mysterious girl from the pool appears again in his thoughts. She tells Thomas in his mind to leave his wife. This memory plays again and again in his head. As he stands by the pool, a drone suddenly flies into his backyard. It belongs to the boy who lives next door. The drone annoys Thomas, especially in his already stressed state. He gets out of the pool and walks over angrily. Soon the boy comes over to get his drone because its battery has died. Instead of apologizing, the boy argues with Thomas and leaves rudely. When Thomas returns to the pool, he sees something horrifying. The girl, the pool girl, is lying dead near the water. Someone has killed her. Thomas panics. Before he can think clearly, his phone rings. It's his wife, telling him she's on her way home. Terrified and desperate, Thomas quickly picks up the girl's body and hides her inside the bench on the lawn, the same one where his daughter was sitting earlier. He then rushes to clean up all the blood near the pool and hides the girl's other belongings inside the bench. After making sure everything is cleaned, Thomas goes to the party with his wife and tries to act normal. At the party, he is shocked to see Kevin, the man who used to date the pool girl. His heart starts racing again. The situation worsens when the boy from next door sneaks into the party and starts stealing drinks. Thomas follows him outside. The boy stops and Thomas tells him he wants the footage from the drone. He says he's looking for a video of himself and his girlfriend and will do anything in return. Thomas watches the video, but it doesn't give him any new information. Disappointed, he heads back to the house. At home, his wife's father is sitting on the same bench where Thomas hid the girl's body. Thomas joins him, trying to stay calm. As they talk, Thomas's friends come over and start joking around. They sit on the bench and begin bouncing on it, laughing. Thomas asks them to stop, but they don't listen. One of them even asks him to join them for a cigarette. Thomas walks away for a smoke, leaving the scene in chaos. When he returns, he sees his wife talking to Kevin. This makes him nervous. He goes over and shows Kevin a picture of the pool girl. He tells Kevin that she's missing and asks if he's seen her. Kevin says no. Thomas becomes suspicious and starts asking everyone at the party who invited Kevin. Nobody knows. Feeling worse, Thomas goes to the bathroom again to calm himself. He breathes deeply and tries to relax. Night has fallen, but the party is still going. His children notice his strange behavior and start to worry. Later, Thomas sees Kevin alone and pulls him inside the house. He shows him a pistol and asks why the pool girl was so afraid of him. Kevin denies everything, saying the girl was just emotional and often imagined things. Thomas demands to see his phone. When Kevin refuses, Thomas loses control and hits him with the pistol, knocking him unconscious. He tries to unlock Kevin's phone by holding it up to his face, but it doesn't work. At that moment, Thomas's son walks in and sees everything. Shocked, the boy begins to cry. Thomas tries to calm him and promises to explain everything. Then, in tears, the boy confesses. He had seen Thomas with the pool girl and felt angry. When Thomas had gone to check the drone earlier, the boy hit the girl with a stick and killed her. He also says that he killed Kevin afterward. Thomas is stunned. He checks Kevin. He is badly injured, but still alive. Thomas and his son try to figure out what to do. Just then, his wife and daughter walk in. His wife believes Thomas is the one responsible for everything. The son then tells his mother the truth. The whole family sits down together, trying to decide what to do next. In the end, they all return to the party, pretending everything is fine. But soon the police arrive. Thomas steps forward and confesses to everything. He takes the full blame to protect his son and family. As he's taken away, the image of the pool girl still haunts him. And that's where the story ends.